Hey guys, SkittleRampage here. Welcome back to a new video. I do hope you're enjoying your day today. So we're back with our second part of new leaks and rumors for winter announcements of 2025. And we're going to be going over some anime, sports, and horror pops, about 40 plus today. Now, if you missed the first part, we actually talked about some pop animation, video games, and other miscellaneous stuff. And there are about 60 plus in that video. So make sure to check out that video from the other day. And as mentioned before, these are going to be shared over from the Scarlet Joker on Instagram. So thank you so much to them. And of course, nothing is officially confirmed until Funko does announce it, because anything can be canceled, changed, or delayed last minute. But I will keep you guys posted throughout the year on these. Again, expected in winter of 2025 at the end of this year. Now, before we get started, we do have our question of the day, which is, do you have a Funko Pop or character in your collection that's kind of like a mad scientist or kind of genius type that's a little crazy? And I'm gonna go with Doc Ock here from Marvel. So I think I want to start things off with sports today. So first up in the sports line, we have NBA. This includes a Bulls Michael Jordan 3 times in a row. We also have Lakers Luka. For the Spurs, we have De'Aaron, and for the Warriors, another Jimmy Butler. Next up for sports, we do have WWE here. So this is looking like a pretty good lineup. We have Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, Uncle Howdy with a Chase variation. Then we actually have Bray Wyatt, surprisingly enough, from the Royal Rumble in 2023. Then we have Jesse the Body Ventura. And then another Bray Wyatt pop as a premium with the lantern, lights, and sound effects. And finally a deluxe of Roman Reigns in the ring. So one of these is definitely confirmed because we actually already saw the pop on one of the previous WWE announcements at an event Funko was attending, and that is actually Bray Wyatt from the Royal Rumble. Here's an in-person look at that pop that was announced or kind of shown off, but never officially released. Now, I have a feeling it was due to the fact that this pop was shown off and he passed away at around the same time, essentially. So there's probably rights issues going on with merchandising and all that, and they probably just put stuff on hold for the time being. And then now this pop is finally releasing in this wave. I do think it's cool that we're getting more Bray Wyatt merch, but overall, let me know what you guys think about this whole WWE wave and which ones you're most excited for. Okay, so moving on from sports, we do have a couple things from Disney today. So first up from Goofy, this is, well, just Goofy. Through the years, so we have 1932, 44, 63, 1992, and 2019. I gotta assume this is gonna be some kind of anniversary wave given it's all Goofy, but let me know if you're excited. For Muppets fans, we actually have baby versions of the Muppets. For fans, you'll know what this is. We have Kermit, Piggy, Fozzie, Gonzo, and Ralph. I guess this could be kind of cool. And then finally, we do have some Winnie the Pooh pops, including Pooh with Balloons, Sleeping Pooh, and then finally a Pop Nook of Pooh with the Honey Tree. If you're wondering what a Pop Nook is, it's this brand new product that was shown off earlier in this year. We got a Harry Potter, one of Harry Potter Under the Stairs, and then we also had Tony working on one of his suits from one of the Iron Man movies. So the idea here is like a Nook style space, something small for your bookshelf, and then they're kind of compacting a ton of details into that small space. I think it's a really cool, interesting product. Curious to see what the price point will be. And we should be seeing the Harry Potter and Iron Man one probably announced within the next few months. And this Pooh one is expected later this year as well. Alrighty, next up for horror fans, we have two lines. First one is Alien vs. Predator. We have the Predalien, I think that's how you say that, as well as Wolf with a Chase, and finally Bull. And the other lineup is actually from the Exorcist movie, and we have a VHS cover of Damien. Now, the last lineup to cover today is Pop Anime here. So first up, a brand new anime line coming this winter is Mashal here. So this does include Mash, Fen, Lemon, and Dot with a Chase. Now, I won't lie, I don't really see this Mashal lineup selling very well at this point. I think if Funko had put it out maybe 2 years ago when, Mashal had first come out and the first season hype, sure. In my opinion, this show kind of fell off very heavily. After the first season, I just was no longer into the show. It's one of those funny spoof-style shows. They do a lot of crazy things in it. It's basically kind of One Punch Man meets Harry Potter, essentially. The main character is just super overpowered. And I do think it's funny. I just think the show kind of went on longer than it should at this point. That's my opinion, though. I know a lot of people really do love this show. But from a merchandise standpoint with Funko, I feel like with most animes or, hyped up shows, they just miss the mark in terms of popularity for this one. And I don't think it's going to sell as well as it could have, That's all I'm saying. But then again, I could be wrong. This could sell very well for Funko this coming winter. So stay tuned, we'll see. But let me know if you guys are excited for this Mashal lineup. Now next, for Demon Slayer fans, it looks like we're getting another wave later this year, and this does include a Sumi Ink Deco ink wash painting style kind of lineup. So this will include Tanjiro, Nezuko, Zenitsu, Inosuke, and Rengoku. So I think the only thing you can really compare as to what this might look like is the Disney sketch pops, kind of like a black and line, a lot of line detail there. Other than that, no idea exactly as to how Funko's gonna put their own, spin and design on this, because you can think of what it's gonna look like and then Funko will do something completely different usually. So we're just gonna have to wait and see on this one. I wouldn't say this is highly necessary though. Instead of focusing on more of the, upper moon demons that we really need for the set, they're kind of doing their own thing again here with these deco, style pops. It's just nobody's really asking for these. Don't get me wrong though, not saying it couldn't turn out really cool. It's just one of those things where nobody's asking for this. People want upper moon demons like Kokoshibo, which unfortunately isn't coming at the moment. If you don't remember, we do actually have another Demon Slayer wave coming within the next month or two. It's expected this summer, which does include Nezuko no Muzzle. Then we actually have some upper demons coming like Akaza as well as Doma. We also have Chachamaru, which is the messenger cat. Then we have a pop plus of Tanjiro Dancing Flash, and then a cover of Tanjiro's Sun Halo Dragon Head Dance. Now, obviously this is half Tanjiro and Nezuko. Unfortunately, we have a million of those. But at least these variations might turn out pretty good. I feel like the main focus of this wave is obviously going to be that cover of Tanjiro as well as Akaza and Doma, which a lot of people have been asking for. So at least in that way, we are getting some upper moons. This new Deco Ink wave, I don't feel it's gonna sell very well, but anything can happen. Let me know what you guys think though. Alrighty, moving on to our final announcement in today's video, and one I'm personally excited about is Dragon Ball Z. And this includes a Gohan versus Cell Build-A-Scene. So we have a deluxe of Cell and then a moment of Gohan here. So the Gohan moment, I'm almost curious if it's going to include Goku at all. Kind of behind him in spirit, or if it's just gonna be Gohan. I feel like they would probably go the cheaper route and just do Gohan, but with it being a moment, it almost feels like it should have Goku in it. You get what I kind of mean there, but anything is possible. I think this is really cool. I think it's very long overdue, to be honest. Obviously, we have pops from the Cell saga already of Cell and Gohan from that specific moment, but we don't have the moment of them clashing with the Kamehameha. So I am beyond excited to see how Funko attempts this. It could be hit or miss though, I won't lie. They could mess it up. They've messed up a lot of pops in the past. But I guess we'll see. Just gonna have faith in this one because this is one of my favorite clash scenes in Dragon Ball. Though I think my all-time favorite, it's a tough tie between, obviously this one, Vegeta versus Goku in the Saiyan saga, but then also Buu versus Goku when, Goku obviously eliminates Buu. So that is a tough one. And those are all moments and build-a-scenes that I would love to see Funko attempt. But for our first moment from Dragon Ball Z, I think this is a great start here. We were actually supposed to be getting a moment of Piccolo's sacrifice with Gohan when, Nappa attacks them, but I guess that was canceled or something, or no longer coming because we have not seen anything on it. So I guess Gohan will be the first moment in the Dragon Ball set, which is kind of crazy to think about that we don't have a Dragon Ball moment at this point. Well guys, that does wrap up a two-part series of around 100 plus new Funko Pops coming in the winter of this year. Let me know in the comments below out of both videos which ones you're most excited for. I am excited about some of the video game lines in the other video we did do, but I would say the one I'm most excited about out of all these is definitely that Gohan Build-A-Scene. I want to see how they do it. Nonetheless though, thank you so much for watching this two-part series. I do hope you enjoyed, and make sure to leave a like down below if you guys did. And make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe and click that notification bell if you're new here. I do want to go ahead and end off the video by saying a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are amazing for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested and want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon and Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And finally, make sure to follow me on all my social medias at SkittleRampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page, so you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.